What's up guys, it's Kristen here today to talk about the Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge. Now, The Gilmore Girls is my favorite TV show of all time, bar none, and if you can't see behind me, I have the first 6 seasons of the show because as true fans know, we do not count that 7th season. But if you don't know about the show, one of the main characters, Rory Gilmore, is a huge book nerd and they talk about books a lot on the TV show, so somebody compiled a list of 338 books that are in some way mentioned on the show. And like the characters on Gilmore Girls, it is a very eclectic mix of classics and non-fiction, pop culture, essays, poems, you name it, it is on this list. I just saw Ashley over at Climb the Stacks do this same challenge. I will link her video down below because it really inspired me to look into it. You can easily Google Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge to see the full list. I will link below though one website where it lets you check off every book that you've read so that you can see how many out of the 338 books, and my number is actually 50, which surprised me that I had read that many off of it. But there are still tons of others on that list that sound really interesting and I would love to get to. I do own a lot of these books, but I really don't want to tear apart my bookshelves, so I'm just going to insert some pictures of the covers here. And I'll be going in alphabetical order, starting with 1984 by George Orwell, Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson, The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood by Rebecca Wells, Emma by Jane Austen, The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Franny and Zoe by J.D. Salinger, Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, Hamlet by Shakespeare, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, as well as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, of course by J.K. Rowling, Inherit the Wind by Jerome Lawrence and Robert Edwin Lee, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan, Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, Love Story by Eric Segal, Macbeth by Shakespeare, Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides, Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, Oryx and Crake by Margaret Atwood, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, Daisy Miller by Henry James, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, The Shining by Stephen King, Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut, Stiff by Mary Roach, A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, The Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susan, The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, and lastly, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. So that is it for all of the books that I have read so far for the Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge, and I would love if you would comment below and tell me if you are attempting to do this or if you've gone on the website and saw how many you've read so far. I would also love to hear from some other massive Gilmore Girl fans so we can talk about how excited we are for the new Season 8 to come to Netflix next year. I literally can't believe this is happening. So please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye!